welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen, and today we are reviewing a new slasher series by Shudder. I don't know, I think I butchered that one, but it's called Hell Hotel, and I'm not gonna lie, it was hell watching this series. I did not enjoy this series. I don't know, when I watched the trailer, I thought, damn, this looks like it could be a fun slasher series. I don't know, the concept was there. It was kind of like everything was there for it to kind of be good, but it just, I don't know, they just did not do well. So the concept is essentially there was this hotel, this couple were Satanists, and essentially they would, when guests would come in, they'd check them in, kill them, and use them for satanic rituals. And then when the cops kind of got on to what was going on, the couple escaped. Never quite captured, never seen again. The hotel kind of got abandoned. Now in the series, this new couple buy the motel, and essentially they want to kind of like show off like the history of what happened in the motel. So for the opening premiere, they decide, instead of opening it to all just normal people to come in and check in, they want to get people that are in the horror scene. There's for example, there's a guy that's a horror podcaster. He just goes off crime scenes and horror movies and shit like that. There's an actress. There's a guy that speaks to spirits. I don't know what the hell they call him. A medium, maybe? I think it's a medium. And then there's the other guy. He's a chef. I don't know why the chef was there. I think I know why the chef was there. I remember now. He kind of cooks weird organs and stuff like that. It's he makes weird foods. So they thought it would be a good touch to bring him there. Then there's the other guy who does horror kind of art, weird kind of art. I'm forgetting who else was there. Oh, one's a lecturer, a horror movie lecturer. That's what he does. He teaches students on horror movies and stuff like that. I'm forgetting. I feel like there was someone else. No, I think that's it. So essentially what happens is they get stuck in the so that they all come to the motel, and then essentially what happens is there's a massive storm that hits during this thing. They all kind of get stuck in the motel, and they have to stay there until the storm passes, and then they lose phone signal and the Wi-Fi goes out, and they're kind of stuck in the motel it's all until the storm passes. And then while this is happening, an RV pulls up. And it's a couple, another couple, an older couple, and they're please, can we let us inside? The storm is really bad. So they don't want to let the couple in. Oh yeah, shit. Sorry, I'm jumping again. Someone dies before that, and they see there's a killer. Yeah, someone is fucking killing us. And then obviously the RV couple comes. So they essentially don't want to let them in at first. So you can stay on the property, but you got to stay in your RV. So they go, okay, that's fine, we'll stay in the RV. And then while they come into the agreement, when the couple goes out, the RV gets fucking torched. And then they're okay, fine, I guess you guys can stay in with us. And now a little plot twist, and this isn't a big spoiler because they reveal it very, very instantly. So it's not a spoiler. Well, I feel like it's not a spoiler because the series reveals it instantly, very, very soon after you get it. It's it may even be in the first time you see them. They kind of reveal that this old couple are the original killers, the Satanistic killers that were at this, who owned this motel originally, and they are coming back to try and they kind of got word that the motel's opening. So they're coming back to do the ritual kills. Now you would think, oh, they were the killers. No, apparently not. There's another killer. They're clueless to what the fuck was going on here. So they kind of also okay. So one of these guys are a copycat, because essentially they wear in the same gear. Well, not essentially, they all wear in the same gear. So they got, okay, so one of these guys, they're very big fans of us. We got to figure out who it is, whilst also killing them for the ritual that we want to do to bring back, I forget his name, Balfamine? That demon dude, Balfamine. Yeah, they want to bring him back. He's like the demon lord or whatever. And essentially that is kind of like what goes on. And then obviously the kills happen. But the more the fucking the series goes on, it's kind of like... okay, I thought it was kind of stupid what was going on. I thought they were narrowing it down too much. I'll get to kind of what I thought of the ending. I'll put a little spoiler thing on. But I just want to get to the kills of the show first. I was hoping with a slasher movie, especially with this whole like cool concept, you have an old couple that could kill, that the kills would be a little bit unique, or they would kind of think of some cool kills, or if you were going to reference old kills, do them in a different style. Every single kill in the show we've seen before, in other horror movies, and other thrillers, and it's just done worse. It's all the kills are borrowed kills, in my opinion. They've Jesus, my keys just fell and that scared the shit out of me. Anyway, all the kills that were done in the series were from other shows, and they were all done on a lesser scale, in my opinion. Like, for example, the classic, I think it's Jason, when he's under the bed and you're sleeping on the bed, the shanking you, like, that's Jason's thing. It's done very well. They did it for one of the kills here, and it's just so, like, poorly done. Yes, they had a little twist on what happened afterwards, but it's kind of like, we've also kind of seen that. I won't go spoil what happens there, but it's just kind of like, the kills were all borrowed kills. We've seen it before, and they just didn't do them like well. I think if you're gonna borrow all the kills, level the kill up. Especially nowadays, some of the kills were done in like movies from the 90s and like early 2000s. If those, without the technology we have today, kills look way better than a horror movie now, then you guys know you're not doing a good job, or you're not doing that kill justice at all. So I think the kills were really poor. Not to mention the dialogue and the story and everything. It's just, it's a snooze fest. It's so boring. I don't know. I didn't like, usually if it's a good horror movie, like a slasher, like even the Scream movies, like it keeps you kind of entertained a bit, and you're wondering, oh, okay, who could it be? The killer is like also kind of like it's a little entertaining. The kills are pretty good. For example, let me give you an example of a modern day movie that is unique with kills. And even when they did do kills, it had its own twist. It's Terrifier. Terrifier does very well in the modern day. That's why it's got so much hype. I think they're doing a third movie now, or they've done 3 movies, because it's a new horror franchise, and it's doing unique stuff. They're doing, even the old stuff that they do it well. It gives people like, holy shit, that's a good slasher. Where this is kind of just like they're borrowing kills, but they're not really bettering it. It's just so boring. I don't know. Maybe I'm being a little too harsh on the show, but I just did not enjoy it. I felt like it was just kind of, it was so boring. Okay, now I'm gonna get into just a little spoiler. So if you're not gonna watch the show, you can. I'm gonna give you like 5 seconds to go away. It's a 1, it's a 2, it's a 3, it's a 4, and it's a 5. Talking about the ending now. Okay, hopefully you've had enough time to click off if you don't. If you want to go watch it yourself. The ending is so stupid. So you'd think they would figure out who the killer is. They don't tell you who the killer is. So 2 people escape, and they kind of start dating, I think, or they're kind of seeing each other, the 2 survivors. And then there's a scene where the killer comes back at like a movie premiere thing, and kills one of the people that work on I think the director, and the two couple, they turn on each other. They're like, oh fuck, it's you, I knew it was you. And they start blaming each other, and they're giving like lists of reasons why it was them. They end up killing each other, and they never explain who was actually the killer. And yes, in a way you can say that, oh, that's kind of unique, it makes you think, what could it be? And I read some shit online, a lot of people are just like, they're playing it off that it is this demon Baphomet who was the killer the whole time. That's why he never went after the satanistic couple. He only went after the other two, because the two couples were his followers, the old people were his followers, why he never really went after them. He technically does fight them at one point, but he doesn't really go for like a kill or anything, but I think it's more because the guy attacks. But anyway, I don't know. I think it was pretty shit. Okay, back to the non-spoilers. What would I give this out of 10? I would go 3, but I feel like I've given stuff on the channel before 3s that were better than this. I'm going to go with a 2 out of 10. I'm not going to lie. This was a snooze fest. Yeah, I think it took me 3 days to finish the series, and it's only 8 episodes. I think it's like 40 minutes long, 8 episodes. It's just not good. The borrowed kills, like, I mean, the classic snowblower driving over someone was used here, and it was such a shit snowblower too. And the guy just kind of was like, oh, yeah, take me. Didn't, like the other ones, is at least like, oh, fucking you try to roll out the way. Like, there's something, I don't know, I just did not enjoy this. Let me know in the comments down below if I was a little too harsh on the show, or you guys thought it was pretty good. I saw some people gave it 6 out of 10 and stuff. I just, snooze fest for me. Anyway, that's going to be it for Vicious Views, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace.